Hey guys, summer is finally here, so I'm doing a tour showing finally the stuff actually growing, even if we are late. Right now, lots of things are in flower. We have the thyme right here, pansies. This is like parsley, it's going to flower. There's all the herbs, lovage, winter savory, tarragon, hyssop. Look how nice you have the purple from the hyssop right here. Then we got the small white flowers, the coriander. On the back right there, we have the oregano that is gonna bloom pretty soon. Same for the cornflower, echinacea. They are just opening right now. Salad burnet. This is the catnip, and it's flowering right now. And so is the anise hyssop. It's making this purple spike very nice. The smell too is nice. It smells like anise. There's some bee-balm, and we have the runner beans that are doing their thing nicely. We got some flowers going on here. They reach almost the top already. And my first year growing wheat. We can see all the grains developing nicely. So maybe I'm gonna be able to make a bagel of something, maybe a couple of slices of bread, if I figure it out how to thresh and mill my own wheat. Anyway, then down here, this is lamb's ear, and we have some poppies there. We got some garlic chives, sage, Egyptian walking onion, some dill. Down there, that's another thyme, a different sage, and then we have a red basil. And back on this side, we have the hot peppers that are producing. Not a great year, obviously. I'm not gonna expect much, but we can see like this one is like the hot Hungarian. It already has like few peppers growing on them. That one too. Right here, same thing. Jalapeno not doing really good. This is the fish pepper. I can see some flowers, maybe some peppers forming, and we have some of this. I think it's called black Hungarian. And yes, we have some peppers right there that is forming, and another pretty big cornflower, and it's ready to flower. It's doing nicely. Then we got the popcorn going on here, and here hidden is another variety of poppies. This is actually the Papaverum somniferum, the opium poppy. You can see how much bigger are the seed pods. It's legal to grow it. It's obviously illegal to process it for drugs instead. Then this is a flower opening. Then you can keep the seeds for baking. And let's go see the pumpkin patch. So now the temperatures are they are going pretty well. We had a few days of 30 degrees weather. Next week is going to go a bit down for a few days, around 20, 22, and then back up for the weekend. They call for another hot weekend of 30 degrees weather. The pumpkins are doing pretty well. But here I have a corn growing. I don't know what is it doing here. And I really don't want to pull it, but I'm afraid because I don't know which variety it is. And corn is very, you don't really want them to cross pollinate. So I don't know, I might give him few more weeks and then decide. Let's see if I can find. There's few pumpkins going on. Let's see if there's any on this side. I don't see. There's also there's some weeds, so can't see very well. Let me go see if we find some on this patch maybe. No, I don't see any here. I see some flowers right there. Let's go see on this side. Any pumpkins? Right there's a small one, still probably not pollinated. And yeah, right here there's another small one. Right there. And let's see. There's one right here. And oh no, this one is gonna drop. You can see how it's turning yellow. It probably didn't get pollinated, I think. It's gonna drop, but this one is still looking good. The potatoes down there on the bucket, I actually harvested a bucket, and I was very surprised with the amount of potatoes that we got. And the variety was French fingerling that I started. The bucket was right there. You can see the missing spot. And but now anytime we need potato, we grab a bucket and we empty it. And here, a cool thing, this is my junk corner, I guess. I had a compost pile there, and I guess I threw away some turnips that they went to flower. The wind brought them here, and they started growing right on my lawn. And look at this. This is a good sized turnip right there. Look, one there. There's quite a few that are of a good size right here. So I guess even if I didn't plant, I'm gonna have some turnips this year. Now let's go see the actual garden. Everything is doing very well. I'm afraid the melons, eggplant and peppers, the production is going to be very low because we had a very late summer, a cold spring and a late summer, so that's what it is. It was one of the worst, if not the worst, since I'm gardening here in Canada, but yeah, we're gonna have to just deal with it. Here we got the kiwi. We got a few kiwi right there. I protected some with the net just in case I really want to taste at least a couple this year. So we got the strawberries that we keep picking. Here are some melons. This is one that I'm gonna definitely grow because even with the cold temperatures and on this bed that wasn't really that much protected, is doing very well. I don't have any fruit set, but this is called Sun Jewel. So probably this year I'm not gonna get anything from this, but I'm gonna definitely grow it again, seeing like what it can do with this weather. It's growing nice and healthy. What else here? I got the zucchini, just starting now to put out some fruits. Right there, I can see a couple growing right here too. You see, it's nice zucchini, and the groundhog is still around. I'm dealing with it as much as I can. It's mostly it comes eat my peas here and the sunchokes there, the Jerusalem artichokes. Peppers, I got few plants that are doing very well, like this one that I have to save the seeds because it's just loaded with peppers. Look how nice. And I'm probably gonna mark this pepper right here with a ribbon or something, let it go to full maturity, save the seeds from this one because the plant is way bigger than the other ones. It's producing so much more, so it's worth giving a try to keep it. You see, this one too is small. Then I have this one are the Jimmy Nardello. This one is a Friarielli, it's an Italian variety. And down there, if you see those large bell peppers, those are gourmet peppers. And on this one, right there, and there, they are King of the North. Here we have the eggplant, and this is a Roselle hibiscus. Finally, with the temperatures, it's looking like nice. The peanuts are not too happy about these temperatures, but that's all right. And the eggplants, I think I have like a couple that are setting fruit, 2 or 3. The other are starting to flower. So I'm gonna get something, but not as much as I expected or wanted. And here is the main melon bed. I didn't go through them, but I'm pretty sure I don't have any fruit set on this side. I do have a nice melon growing right here. That's a Noir de Carme variety, so this is doing very well. It always does good for it's a short season melon, and I'm gonna keep an eye. I'm gonna wait until I see another one that it's set, and then I'm gonna clip the vine. I'm gonna keep it contained. And this is the watermelon that I think I have another couple of weeks for a fruit to set. Otherwise, nada for this year. Here we have some squash, some cucumbers that are just growing now. Same with the carrot that I had to replant because the groundhog cleaned the bed up. And this is other potatoes are doing very well. The corn and the 2 edges doing very well. I'm gonna show it to you. The gourd tunnel is not gonna be a gourd tunnel this year. It was just way too late, and they're just starting now to climb a little bit. So I expect them to reach maybe this side by the end of the season. And I'm gonna just be happy to get some gourds out of them. Some of them they're still very small and on the ground. Here I see there's a few flowers. I pick the flowers off not because they do any changes for the plant. It's just because I have small kids. Oh, here it's full of flowers, and I don't want them to produce those berries that are poisonous. So every once in a while I go around, pick the flower bunches off, make sure they don't produce those small green berries, and that's it. And down there I have under the tunnel I got some cabbages growing. Actually I thought they wouldn't grow, but they're doing very well. Some broccoli, and the leeks are doing well. This is the green bed with all different variety of greens. Now they are, with this heat, they are going to flower, as you can see. This is going, the Mizuna is going to flower. Erba Stella is going to flower. This is called the Silene Inflata, also to flower. The mustard is flowering. And we have right here is some beans and some. The radicchio was another favorite of the groundhog that came to eat it. And this is the black-eyed Susan flowering. And let's go see on the other side. Here we have like the gooseberries. They are almost ready. I already started eating some. I like them already at this stage. They are a bit sour, but I think one more week and it would be ready. Right here we have a artichoke. I think actually there's 2, because there's one growing right here and there's one down there. The grapes are doing very well, even after those bugs that are now gone. Those rose Schaefer that did their damage. You can see how skeletonized are certain leaves, but I still got a lot of grapes here to produce, and they are nice, swelling up. Look, nice little bunches, and it's all full, the whole vine. So this year grape is definitely a success. And the groundhog is trying to make a how do you say, like a den, a nest under my deck here behind the comfrey. So my last thing that I'm trying, beside I cover back the hole and I sprinkle a lot of cinnamon, cayenne peppers and black pepper. See if this one is gonna block him from trying to make a permanent house down here. This is the other variety of grapes. This is a seedless table grape, and we have here some flowers, calendula, asters. It's all mixed. Right here I don't even remember what they are. Maybe some zinnias down there. We got just a very little production of pink champagne currant that I was very surprised, because I usually don't like to eat currant like fresh, like from the vine, but they are actually quite tasty. I really love. They are a little acidic, but with a nice taste. They are not unpleasant at all. And on this side we have the peas that they are producing a bit. Here they got eaten by that beast. And we have the bean peas that is just starting. You can see climbing the beans. We have some flowers that I planted around. And we're gonna finish with the tomatoes that are producing decently. Hopefully we can have a long summer to get these babies ripe. We have this one, it's Costoluto Genovese variety, and right here is another Italian variety, Cuor di Bue or Oxheart in English. On this corner here it's a Quebec variety called Sauvignac, and I have just one tomato and it doesn't look that good, but there's more flower. Then we have that's in the front, we got Principe Borghese. It's a tomato, another Italian variety that is very good for sun drying. They are round tomatoes, perfectly to cut in half and do sun dry tomatoes. Right here again Italian variety San Marzano for the obviously the sauces, paste tomato. Another Principe Borghese, and on this corner here is a Silette. Is one of the tomato that I have been growing for the longest. It always produces, and this is the first year I'm growing. This is called peach garden peach, I think. Yeah, and it's like it's supposed to be a peach color, and it has a fur, like it's fuzzy. So I'm very curious to see when it's mature how it's gonna look. And my favorite to eat like a salad tomato is the Cherokee Purple. But yeah, I got one nice growing, and on top other setting. And on the back I have the cherry ones, starting from another Italian variety. It's called Datterino, that is like a cherry but oblong, so like a plum kind of. And supposedly they are super sweet, very nice tomatoes. Then this one I think it's a black cherry, black cherry tomato, also very good. Next one should be a sweet medium. Let me see. Sweet medium, and you can see it right there, a nice set of them growing. And the last one is a yellow tomato. I don't remember what it's called. Sun Gold. All right. So here it's a smaller bunch of them. Down there, there's one that's gonna be ready earlier. And that's it. Let me show you the hyssop. It's very nice. Look at the color of this plant. It doesn't smell that great, but it's a really beautiful plant. So finally, as I said, the summer is here. The garden is happy. Hopefully it's going to be a long summer and we'll get lots of produce and lots of nice vegetable and fruits. So I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching. Take care.